book is called The Fisherman and the Whale. I wonder what this is going to be about. Do you see the whale on this page? Oh, looky here. Here's Dad and his son, and they're looking out over the water. Oh, the fisherman and the whale. Look at the seagulls. See them flying? Oh, here's a fisherman and his son in his boat. And look at, there's a big net. And what's in that net but a lot of fish? Fishes, lots of fish. See how they put the net under the water? And the fish, they come into that net and then they pull it up into their boat. Oh, but what is here now? What kind of fish is here? This is not a little fish that they caught in their net. This is a huge fish. Look at the boat. See the boat on the top of the water? This is what the fish sees. He sees the boat from underneath. And here's the fish and the little fish. There are little fish here with the big mama fish. And here it looks like there is rope coming down, down. Well, look at this fish. He's swimming along, and all of a sudden there's all kinds of things. Net and a basket, a trapping basket. And it looks like that big fish is swimming right into all that clutter. And it looks like he's getting tangled in it. Look at, oh, he twists around and he gets even more tangled. It's tying up his tail. It's tying around his body. It's tying around his mouth. Oh my goodness, it's going to trap that fish. And sure enough, he gets so tangled up in all of those things. Look at that poor big fish. He can't even open his mouth. And now he's trying to swim, and look how deep the ocean is. It's so deep. And that big whale, he swam to the top of the water, but he is so stuck. He can't go any further because all those ropes are tying him down to the bottom of the ocean. What's going to happen to that fish? Well, here is the fisherman and his son. They're working on their boat. And that young boy looks out and says, Dad, it looks like there is a whale with his jaws up out of the water, and he's not moving, Dad. What's going on? Look, Dad, look. Dad looks at his watch and says, Son, I don't have time. I have to hurry. We've got to get all this netting up and to get these fish settled in here. We got to head home. And the little boy is kind of disappointed, you can tell. But he says to his dad, But Dad, you can't leave that whale out there. It looks like something's wrong, Dad. Please, Dad, please help that whale. And so the dad says, Okay. And he starts to move his boat. See how the waves are moving along beside him? Because the boat engine is pushing that boat out towards that big whale. What's going to happen? See, there they go. There they are. And now they can see the whale. They're very close. And they can see out the front of that boat. And what do they see? What do they see from the front of a boat? What's the front of a boat called anyway? Look at the fisherman. He sees in his eye, this is what he sees. He sees the big whale, and he sees the rope tied around that whale's mouth. And look what the fish sees. The fish sees the fisherman and his son looking at him. That's what he sees. Now, what is going to happen? Oh my, look at this. That fisherman and his son are in the boat here. And suddenly, the fisherman and the boy dive out of the boat and they swim towards that big fish. Ooh, what are they going to do? It looks like they have something in their hands. What is in their hands, do you think? Well, they reached the fish. Here they are. Look at. The father is touching the fish's face. And he's looking at the fish, the big whale. And then what happens? But the fisherman and his son, it looks like they have knives and they're cutting that rope. They're going to free that whale. Look at that. They cut down here. They cut up here. They're going to free that whale from all the ropes that are holding him and trapping him. That is a lot of rope. And that fisherman and his son are busy cutting. And suddenly what happens? That big whale is free. He got cut free. Here's the boat. Here's the big whale. And there's the fisherman and his son. And here's the deep, deep ocean. And look how far down all that garbage, all that rope and tangled mess is floating down to the bottom of the ocean. Thank goodness that fish and whale is free now. And he sure is free. Look at him, how he smiles. He is so happy to be free of all that tangled mess. Look at his tail and his fins. He can flap them and swim around. And here is the fisherman and his son. Look at the son is already on the boat, and his dad is swimming back. Oh, here is Dad in that big ocean. He's tired. And the son hollers to him and says, "Here, Dad, keep swimming. Keep swimming, Dad. Come on." And he says to his dad, "Hey, I'll throw you this ring. Grab onto this life ring. Come on, Dad, keep swimming. You're almost there." Sure enough, Dad gets on the boat.